Hello, friends, and welcome to an exciting session of General Knowledge Quiz with Edupedia World. And today's session would be all-time favorite. Yes, the questions today would be on cricket. So let's hope that we get 10 out of 10 this time. This is a challenge. Let's go ahead straight away to the questions for today. Here we have our first question for the day. The Star's headlines on May 22, 1932 stated, "The Hindu Bradman in form at Lord's." Now, which Indian cricketer here is referred to as the Hindu Bradman? Your options are A. Kumar Shri Ranjit Singh Ji, B. Kumar Shri Dilip Singh Ji, C. K Nayudu, or D. Lala Amarnath. As usual, you have 5 seconds to answer. Your time starts now. Well, the answer is C. K Nayudu. It's indeed an honor for any player to be compared to the great Bradman. And K Nayudu lived true to it. He started playing cricket at the age of 7 and made his debut in the first class cricket in 1916 when he was 21 years old in the Bombay Triangular for the Hindus against the Europeans. And his last appearance in the Ranji Trophy was in the year 1956-57 when his age was 62. So he played continuously till the age of 62. That's a real feat. And do you know he scored 52 in his last outing for Uttar Pradesh? And that's not all. He played a charity match in the year 1963-64 for the Maharashtra Governors 11 against the Maharashtra Chief Ministers 11 at the age of 68. Now, during the first MCC tour to India in the year 1926-27 season for the Hindus at Bombay Gymkhana, Naidu hit a whopping 153 in 116 minutes with 11 sixes, and one of these landed outside the ground. The MCC presented him with a silver bat in recognition of this inning. He was awarded the third highest civilian award, Padma Bhushan, in the year 1956, and at that time it was considered to be the second highest as Bharat Ratna had not started. Moving on to the next question for the day. Here we have, who captained the Indian cricket team in the first test match which they played at the Lord's in the year 1932? Your options are A. Bhupinder Singh, the Maharaja of Patiala, B. Prince Ghanshyam Singh Ji of Limdi, C. K Nayudu, the prolific batsman, or D. Natwar Singh Ji, Bhav Singh Ji, the Maharaja of Porbandar. Well, the answer is K Nayudu. So K Nayudu captained the Indian cricket team in their first ever test match in the Tour of England in 1932. Now, there is an interesting story behind this captainship. The BCCI first named the Maharaja of Patiala, Bhupinder Singh, as the captain, with Prince Ghanshyam Singh Ji of Limdi as the vice captain and the Maharaj Kumar of Vijayanagaram as the deputy vice captain. 2 weeks before the team left for the tour, the Maharaja of Patiala stepped down on health grounds, while Maharaj Kumar of Vijayanagaram withdrew from the team, citing his lack of form and fitness. Now, you must know that during those days, the team had to travel through sea and it took almost 10 to 12 days to reach London. Next, Natwar Singh Ji, Bhav Singh Ji, the Maharaja of Porbandar, was appointed the captain of the team. He knew that he lacked the experience and ability to lead the team as he appeared in only 6 first-class matches, and so he was relying on his vice-captain, Prince Ghanshyam Singh Ji, to handle the responsibility. But unfortunately, when the prince strained his back while batting in a practice match against the MCC, he decided to hand over the captaincy to Kottari Kanakaiah Naidu, who was fondly called as K Nayudu, and unarguably he was the best batsman in the side. So that was the story behind how K Nayudu led the Indian team at the Lord's on their first outing. Let's move on to the third question for the day. Here we have, Who is the first Indian bowler to take a wicket in a test match? Your options are A. Muhammad Nisar, B. Amar Singh, C. K Nayudu, or D. Jahangir Khan. And the answer is A. Muhammad Nisar. Now, Muhammad Nisar took 5 wicket haul on his debut in the very first match against the England at the Lords in the year 1932. And do you know that he bowled both the openers in his second over itself? And what made this fact extraordinary was that Holmes and Sutcliffe, the openers, were involved in an opening stand of 555 runs for Yorkshire just 10 days ago. Now, his figure in the innings was 26 overs, 93 runs, and 5 wickets. England were skittled for 259, a much below par score for a strong team that had looked much stronger on paper. Of course, the Indian batsmen could not capitalize on the chance, and the team unfortunately lost the match. But Nisar came out to be the fastest pre independence Indian pace bowler and one of the fastest bowlers in the world during his time. His captain, C.K. Naidu, claimed in writing that during his first spell in that match, Nisar was faster than the Englishman Harold Larwood. And who Harold Larwood was? He was the infamous bodyline bowler who terrorized Australia in the Ashes of 1932. Alright, so now let's move on to the next question for the day. How many teams got the Test playing nation status before India? Your options are 2, 3, 4, or 5. Well, 5 teams got the Test playing nation status before India, and they were England, Australia, South Africa, West Indies, and New Zealand. England and Australia were the first to get it together on 15th March 1877. The next was South Africa, who got it on 12th March 1889, West Indies on 23rd June 1928, New Zealand on 10th January 1930, and finally the sixth country, India, got it on 25th June 1932. Moving on to the next question for the day. Here we have: who is the only cricketer to have played both for India and England? Your options are A. Kumar Shri Ranjit Singh Ji, B. Kumar Shri Dilip Singh Ji, C. Sir Vijay Ananda Gajapati Raju, or D. Iftikhar Ali Khan Patauti. And friends, the answer is D. Iftikhar Ali Khan Patauti, who was the 8th Nawab of Patauti and father of Nawab Patauti Jr., that is Tiger Patauti Mansoor Ali Khan, and grandfather of Saif Ali Khan. He is the only cricketer to have played both for England and India. Iftikhar, while studying at Oxford, also played the university cricket for the college team, and his record of 238 runs in the university match in 1931 stood as a record for the university match till 2005. Patauti qualified to play for the county in the year 1932 and gained a place on the Ashes tour for that winter. Patauti followed in the footsteps of Ranjit Singh Ji by scoring a century of 102 runs on his Test debut in Sydney, and England won the match by 10 wickets. Unfortunately, he fell out with the English captain, opposing his bodyline tactic, which earned his ire, and he could only play 3 Test matches for England. Later on, he was considered as a possible captain for the Indian team in the first Test match in the year 1932 at Lords, but he withdrew his name from consideration as he was in England playing for them. Further, he was appointed as the captain of Indian team which toured England in the year 1936, but again he withdrew on health grounds, and finally he played 3 matches after returning to India when he captained the Indian team's tour to England in the year 1946. He was also a fine hockey, polo and billiards player. Alright, so now let's move on to the next question, which is the 6th one for the day. Against which country did India achieve their first Test series victory? Your options are A. New Zealand, B. Pakistan, C. Sri Lanka, or D. England. And the answer is B. Pakistan. Pakistan, after getting their test status in the year 1952, toured India and lost the series 2-1, two tests being drawn. India was captained by Lala Amarnath, who was also the independent India's first test captain. Yes, he is the father of Surinder, Mohinder, and Rajendra Amarnath, who also played cricket. He captained India on a tour of Australia in the year 1947-48 after independence. The first test in the series against Pakistan was won by India. Pakistan's tour to India was their first, and in the first match they lost against India, whereas they won the second match, which was their first test victory. Well, moving on to the next question for the day. Against which country did India achieve their first test series victory outside the subcontinent? Your options are A. New Zealand, B. Zimbabwe, C. West Indies, or D. England. And the answer is New Zealand. And this was remarkable in the sense that it was very difficult to achieve a series victory outside the subcontinent. Even now, it's considered a Herculean task. India's tour of 1967-68 to New Zealand, which was captained by Tiger Pataudi, that is Mansoor Ali Khan Pataudi, was their first series win. Tiger Pataudi is considered to be one of the greatest cricket captain. At the age of 21 years and 77 days, he held the world record for the youngest test captain till Tatenda Taibu was appointed the captain of Zimbabwe in May 2004. He remains the youngest Indian test captain and second youngest international test captain worldwide. Well, moving on to the eighth question for the day. Against which country did India achieve their first ODI one-day international win? Your options are A. West Africa, B. East Africa, C. South Africa, or D. North Africa. And the answer is B. East Africa. Well, it would have been Africa all the way. The first ODI win came in the World Cup of 1975, and India defeated East Africa, which was a cricket team comprising of Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Zambia. India was captained by S. Venkatraghavan, the off-spin bowler, and he was one of the famed Indian quartet of spin bowlers in the 70s, the others being Bhagwat Chandrasekhar, Bishan Singh Bedi, and Irrapalli Prasanna. Later on, he became an umpire, a recipient of Padma Shri in the year 2003. That was the only game India won in the 1975 World Cup. Moving on to the next question, here we have, against which country did India play their first T20 game? Your options are England, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, or South Africa. And friends, the answer is South Africa. India played against South Africa on the 1st of December 2006 at the Wanderers, Johannesburg. That was the first game of T20 which India played, and they went on to win the match under the captainship of Virendra Sehwag. Dinesh Karthik was the man of the match. India won the game by 6 wickets with 1 ball remaining. And finally, to the last question for the day, here we have, who is the first cricketer to be awarded the Arjuna Award? The options are C. K Nayudu, Nawab Pataudi, Salim Durrani, or Farooq Engineer. And friends, the answer is Salim Durrani. Salim Aziz Durrani, who played 29 test matches for India between 1960 and 1973, was a prolific all-rounder. He was the first cricketer to be given the prestigious Arjuna Award. Durrani was a slow left arm orthodox bowler and a left handed batsman famous for his six hitting prowess. Durrani was the hero of India's series victory against England in the year 1961-62. Also, a decade later, he would be instrumental in India's victory against the West Indies on their soil at the port of Spain, taking the wickets of Clive Lloyds and Gary Sobers. Durrani had a special rapport with the spectators. He had the distinction of being the only cricketer that would respond to a demand from the crowd to hit a six. The crowd would cheer, "We want a sixer," and Durrani would hit one. Once, when he was dropped from the team for the Kanpur Test in the year 1973, the crowd agitated with placards and slogans such as "No Durrani, no Test." He was also awarded the C.K. Naidu Lifetime Achievement Award by the BCCI in the year 2011. He also appeared in film Charitra with Praveen Babi in the year 1973. And he is the only Indian Test cricketer to have been born in Afghanistan. So he came through the Khyber Pass. All right, friends. So that's all we have. We will continue our quiz on cricket in the coming series. If you feel it's challenging, do share it with your friends and see how much they know about their favorite sports. Stay tuned. Bye bye.